everybody, today's date is October 1st, 2014. These are 3 tweets. I'm getting ready to show you all of them that were made. The first one was made 17 minutes ago. The second one was made 7 minutes ago. And the third one was made 4 minutes ago. Now, these 3 tweets are connected. Now, right now I am literally in my Twitter account. Okay. Now, this Twitter account, the way it's set up is when you go to your actual account, all you got to do is press tweets. People who use Twitter know this. So all you have to do is press tweets, and it'll bring up the tweets that you have done. Now, these are the last 3 tweets, okay, that I just got them making, and they are all connected. Now, let me just first describe to you what this is about. Pertaining to not just the subject matter pertaining to why I'm making the video, but also what the tweets are about. So I'll explain what the tweets are about first. The first tweet, now when you're using Twitter, in order to be able to show the time and date stamp that the tweet was made, okay, you got to click on it, which is what I'm doing right now. Now, since that's it right there, you can see it was made at 9:45 a.m. on October 1st, 2014. It's now 10:03, okay, because it took a while for me to gather all the YouTube video evidence and then copy and pasted it to these tweets, and it took a little while to compose. This one is the first tweet. It was on the bottom of the tweet history because whenever you make something, it goes here, like, you know, hang on a second. Whenever you make something on Twitter, it stacks on top of each other, which means that the last would be the first that you see if you go into your tweet history, okay? But this is actually the first one. And now it's appearing as the first one because I clicked on it. Now, in order to show you the time and date. As a result, they are now coming down in the order that they were literally tweeted. Okay? Which means this one is first. It says, I'm about an hour and a half from leaving to go hide property at a area. Parentheses, flower, YNONCAU. Okay? Hyphen RR Colony 5. Parenthesis, let's see if I'm approached by anyone. Okay? Now this is the second one right here. This is a bunch of YouTube videos of showing the same exact identical verbal harassment happening around me at UCSD, SDSU. Let's see, what were the other ones? At UCSD, SDSU, and I think 2 of them are at least UCSD. Okay, now this one right here, so let me click on that one so you'll be able to see. Okay, these are the actual YouTube URLs, so you can type that in. So I'm going to click on the second one so you can see that this was also posted on today's date at 9:54 a.m. At 9:54 a.m. on October 1st, 2014. And the video, just go to, this is the first video of those 4 that you saw in the tweet. So go to YouTube and type in 12/02/13 learning disabled woman exposes identical direct, and I believe the remaining title is direct gang stalking harassment. Just trust me, you'll find it. And listen to what I'm stating in that YouTube video, and then take a look at what comes up. What's in the description of that YouTube video, because there's other additional cooperating evidence. So you can see that this video was published at 9:54 a.m. on October 1st, 2014. It is now 10:06 a.m. Going back so I can expose the third tweet in reference to its nature and the time and date. This one, the third and last one, says SDPD whistleblower assaulted 4 times, hyphen 3 of 4 assaults, which means there's 3 YouTube videos here showing 3 of the assaults. Clicking on it, that'll be able to bring you to the date and time that it was posted. And this right here is the little video picture of the third tweet, 70914, 74/09/14, another brutal gang stalking assault learning. So YouTube that, and you'll see I was literally assaulted here at this very location. Now, 9:58 a.m. on October 1st, 2014, it was when it was made. It is now 10:07 a.m. Now, this assault you're seeing right here in reference to, this is a YouTube video. Okay, that's the YouTube title of it right there, so just YouTube it. This assault took place 2.5 days after I predicted I would be assaulted or harassed at this area in a video file. That video file is still in my possession in reference to the video file in the memory card that it is on. That video file on the memory card shows a time stamp and a date stamp. showing that the video was made on July 6, 2014. In that video I state, let's see if anything happens here at this hiking area, including assaults. Now, on July 9, 2014, 2 men came up in here. One of them assaulted me at the very spot the video prediction was made at. Now that video, that assault, part of it was caught on a video camera. That video file shows the time and stamp date, July 9, 2014. So it literally shows that I predicted this assault 2.5 days before it occurred. Now, every single assault that I've endured, 2 were predicted in email files, 2 were predicted in video files, and all 4 were predicted in audio files. So, the reason why I'm doing this is because this right here will show you that they're gang stalking me to my very own hiking area. I'm going to be moving some property today. Now, this first tweet of these 3 has a code in it that's in parentheses. Okay, it's right there. Flower, YNONCAU -RR colony 5. Basically, what that is flower, and then these letters is one area, and RR colony 5 is a separate area, but they're both on the same property. Okay, I'll be taking more than likely the RR colony 5 entrance to get to the flower, YNONCAU spot, where I will be taking property to it and hiding it in the same exact way that I hide it here at this location. We're going to see if on any date anybody approaches me as I'm sitting there catching my breath, and then once I relax for a minute, because it's going to take some physical effort to get there carrying what I'm going to be carrying, and then what I'm going to do is start creating the security parameter for the property that I'll be dropping off. Let's see if anybody approaches me as I'm on my way to it, while I'm taking a deep breath before I start creating the security measure. And then, as I had this security measure being created, while I'm sitting there taking a breath to rest from the physical exertion of it being created, or before the security measure is created, the property put in it, and then me camouflaging it. Point being, if they bring somebody down up in there, including park rangers, park volunteer service personnel, or any individual who acts like they're down there for normal appearing reasons, and they come and approach me as this security area is being created and or wide openly exposed, they can then say, well, you're obviously not down here just to eat a lunch and enjoy the park. What are you doing? Okay? Their whole goal is to try and make it appear that they have a normal appearing reason to be in my physical presence, and to tell me, since you're doing something that has nothing to do with enjoying the park, you're either evicted from the park, and or if you're hiking or camping in the park, you cannot camp here. This includes, in reference to any date. It doesn't matter if it happens a month from now, today, tomorrow, next week, any day in the next 30 days, any day in the next... This video literally applies for the next year. Because what they're doing is gang stalking me from hiking area to hiking area. And they're staging events to make it appear that they got a normal appearing reason to know that I'm there. So they can evict me from it, and even make police reports, park ranger reports, incident reports. They can also set me up to be raped, robbed, assaulted, or all 3. Because they know I'm carrying cash on me, food stamp card, licenses, this phone, and other phones, tape recorders, a huge amount of micro cards that are holding huge amounts of indisputable evidence. So all they have to do is even stage an event to stage an arrest, or to petition me into county mental health, where they can get a hold of this property. Evidence, money, IDs, food stamp card, all the things that I use to keep myself independent from the actual places they're attempting to steer me to. Homeless shelters, charities, churches. Google those descriptions and cross-reference them to gang stalking. Then go to Google and type in gang stalking space human trafficking. What you're going to be looking for is a YouTube video that says, its title is Similarities Between Gang Stalking and Human Trafficking. They're making women homeless by creating homelessness. That can be Googled as well. And then basically what they're doing is trying to run them down like you would wear out a pair of blue jeans. Through the tracking of the target, they know where the target's at. They then stage these events. They make the events appear that they're happening for normal appearing reasons. The events are used to compile police reports over a long period of time. So they can also use the target as a straw person by claiming the target's mentally ill because they believe they're being stalked by people they don't know. Plus they're homeless and won't get out of it. They're situating themselves up in canyons and park where they can be assaulted, raped, or robbed, where homeless men and criminals are known to frequent. Therefore, this woman is not making appropriate decisions for her own safety. Therefore, we better take syndicated probate control of her. in order to call out my monthly checks, to exploit me sexually in a syndicated run group home, and to exploit my insurance. Racketeering is all over the internet in reference to it being involved in gang stalking as well as insurance fraud and human trafficking as well. They buy these homes through very cheap rates. They set them up in these group homes and foster care homes, and then they go hunting for people on disability. Now they will also take a person on disability and take them off of it until the financial destitution, that comes from having no money can be used in order to situate the target to places where they can influence or control from behind the scenes. Homeless shelters, charities, okay, that they will literally bait the target to run to because they know the target's in this vulnerable situation because they created it. Okay, so the whole goal is to make them homeless, gang stalk them to all their hiking areas, okay, stage events, which cause the police to be called either by them, stage witnesses, including neighbors, okay, and or the target themselves. Think about this. If you're brutally assaulted and or raped and or robbed, what's your first instinct to do? Call the police. You understand? And the syndicated cops know why people call the police. So through the tracking and surveillance of the target, they know where the target's going to. They then stage these physical interactions between the target to produce events, in order to stage events to produce effects and results for the target to live in, while also walking away with falsified incident reports, falsified police reports, intentionally created park ranger reports, because the park rangers are brought on board in these schemes as a result of the staged event. And these are in part the documentations that are used to take the syndicated probate control. Now, each one of these group homes holds anywhere between 7 and 11 clients. Each one's have had benefits applied for in their name, or their current benefits are co-opted as a result of the illegal syndicated probate control. They then pay out, and as a result of the people who own these homes having all this money coming in per client, okay, they then are able to pay off the mortgage at an accelerated rate. Once the mortgage is paid off, they flip the property and take the cash, while they still had the clients in their syndicated probate control. Straw people, racketeering. It's why the homelessness is created to begin with. So what I do, ladies and gentlemen, is prove what I do. One of these videos of me being assaulted is me being assaulted on an MTS bus. Go to Google, go to YouTube and type in learning disabled woman brutally assaulted on an MTS bus. Then go to Google and YouTube and type in learning disabled woman explains and or exposes how MTS assault video is altered. Why would they alter a video of me being assaulted on a public transportation bus if the government wasn't involved in this? Because they got to have connections to do it and a motive why. Do you understand? Okay? Do you understand? So I'm predicting it now, and this includes for all hiking areas, all parks on any dates, and these little filthy rats will use anybody to be a buffer between the target and the police, even using children, teenagers, the elderly, people acting like they're in the park enjoying it for normal appearing reasons, landscape workers, utility company personnel, volunteer park service, park volunteer members, you know, park employees, individuals who are acting like they're in the park in order to be able to cut down a tree or a tree that's fallen. They will use any normal appearing excuse and or reason to make it appear they know the target's there in order to call the park rangers or police. Or they'll psychologically motivate the target to call the police as a result of them coming down and damaging the target's property and or assaulting a target, including rapes, robbery, assault, and so on. These are the literal heinous schemes of gang stalking. In closing, go to Google and type in gang stalking and how gang stalking creating homelessness of targets, and look at what comes up. Investigate it for just that one technique for one day, and you'll see I'm telling you the truth. Okay? I gotta get, in closing, also research gang stalking and postal workers, gang stalking and mail theft and mail delayment. Okay, because they can be used for mail theft and mail delayment concerning anything, a court date, a check, a rent that was mailed that they can steal in order to make the target homeless. They will do anything and everything. These are nothing but incremental steps that they're doing in order to achieve an objective. All of the incremental steps are utilized against the target as a result of the tracking, surveillance, and observation of the target, even using the target's own cell phone as a GPS tracker. They got to know where the target's at in order to stage the harassment. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now you might think to yourself, what are you talking about, harassment? Well, I'm getting ready to prove to you a part of the harassment. Do you hear these men say, gang stalk together, then one says gang stalking, and then the other one says gang of stalking, I'm gonna fuck you up. Just listen. Okay, I'm going to play it again because the volume was turned down when I first hit the play button. Just listen. Why are they saying gang stalk together, then one says gang stalking? Which you can't totally clearly hear them say gang stalking. But they clearly say gang stalk and gang of stalking, I'm going to fuck you up. Gang of stalking, I'll fuck you up. Now, why would they be saying gang of stalking, I'll fuck you up? There were two men. One of them was directly connected to, okay, the individuals that they set up to hike out 100 feet away, and they harassed me from November 2012 up until mid-April 2014. I just saw the asshole 2 days ago. Literally. And this occurred on a sidewalk right across the street. He was seen by me talking to the asshole that brutally assaulted me on January 30th, which is also one of the videos that was composed within the 3 of the 4 assaults. There was one of the videos that was composed in the tweet I just sent, showing that I'd been assaulted 4 times. 3 of the YouTube videos were about 3 of those 4 assaults. The guy who assaulted me right across the street on January 30th, 2014, right at the ledge, literally rode his bike by yesterday morning by me at the same exact ledge. Now, are these motherfuckers also getting neighbors that are behind me up off the hill to engage in gang stalking? What about the assholes across the street in the gated community that'd be out gang stalking from a distance? How are they getting into that gated community? Because you gotta have the security guard number. You gotta have the security code in order to get through the gate. Do you understand what I'm saying? They're intentionally steering me to other hiking areas, okay, that are isolated from neighbors. I gotta get, today's date is today's date is September, today's date is October now, 1st, 2014. Let's see if any events transpired towards me today and on any date on my way to dropping property off at any area while I'm hiding it, creating the security parameters to hide it, okay, and leaving. So this includes on all routes going to these areas, the entire time duration while I'm at them, and the entire time duration that I have to spend in order to leave them. Okay, do you understand? This video applies for every single date of why I live in San Diego County, pertaining to all hiking areas. Literally. Alright, I gotta go. I'm in San Diego, California because I got a long day ahead of me and I haven't even got dressed yet. I do appreciate listening. My name is Leslie Williams, and I can prove that today's date is, I've already proven today's date by showing you the date below the tweets. And so, ladies and gentlemen, just please say a prayer for me. I mean, this is literally happening to me by complete strangers. I'm not involved in any illegal or criminal activity whatsoever. And they're also, I believe, provoking me, to attempt to provoke me, to pull out a pocket knife at my hiking areas. Because I'm smart enough now to not even carry my pocket knife with me out and about in the community. That's right. Because I have a strong feeling that they're attempting to provoke me, to carry a weapon so they can then provoke me to use it, so they can try and imply that I'm a threat to myself or others. That's right. You would not believe what I know. You just would not believe what I know. Think about this. Why did MTS alter the video of me being assaulted? Why? Who's got that power to do that? And why did the San Diego police falsify the police report about it and omit facts concerning it, concerning the assault? I gotta go. Thank you for listening. Again, this video applies for every single day, no matter what hiking area I'm at or going to. Literally. Which means that I'm going to say it right now. This video applies for the next 3 years. Literally. Okay? Thank you for listening, and have a nice day.